So the storyline's very simple, like very simple. Max and Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, are being chased through the desert because they're trying to rescue some people. They're being chased by Immortal Joe and his warband, who worship him like a god. And that's it for the story. There are a few moments with the characters where, you know, there's some emotion and some character development, but not much more than that. The film was directed by George Miller, the director of the original Mad Max series. It's so good to see the original director come back to do, you know, the series that he created 30 years ago, and it's good to see, you know, not a big corporation take over the franchise, for example Disney or Sony Pictures. So the main point of this film, to be honest, is the action, and it's really good, and there's a lot of it. Like the film's like 2 hours long, and about an hour and a half is action. Not even kidding. And the action's good, like it's really good. Like Mad Max, if you don't know, is mental stupid. Like there's a guy playing a guitar that's also a flamethrower whilst, you know, driving at like 60 miles an hour on Fury Road. That's how stupid the film is, and if you like that, then you should go watch it. The action is done so well in this film. Not only does it look good, but, you know, it's all practical. Like I'd say 90% of it is practical and the other 10% CGI. Like me watching it once, you know, I could see only 3 bits really that were definitely CGI, but otherwise it's all real, you know. The real cars that people built, you know, driving through a real desert, you know, people are really jumping off them as they're exploding, with, you know, real people driving them, actually doing dangerous stunts. And like you can just appreciate it much more when it's real, do you know what I mean? At least I think so. Oh, and very importantly, no shaky cam at all. Thank God, you know, that does my head in when the camera just shakes, you know. You got lots of wide, really good looking shots so you can see the action properly. Having said all that, there are some people who won't like this film. If you didn't enjoy the first 3 Mad Max films, you won't like it. Like, you know, you'll walk out the cinema and you'll be like, oh, that film was so stupid I didn't get it, and you'll start like critiquing the hell out of it, you know, getting every detail and saying why it was bad. Like this, in my opinion, actually raises an interesting point to something I mentioned earlier, which if this film was done by a big corporation like Disney or Sony Pictures, you know, they might have done some things to try and bring in a wider audience, and it might have made more money. I think how the film is now, it's probably going to be more memorable for the great action scenes that it has. Another point to make, the film's got some really good female characters. Like, slight spoiler, but some might say that Furiosa's actually the main character more than Max. And it's, you know, good to see strong female characters in films, because there really isn't any in a lot of films. So if I was to grade this film, I'd give it an A. Doesn't quite get the top grade because, you know, the story is lacking, but, you know, as a dedicated action film, it is superb. Go watch it if you're a fan of action, but if you're gonna go there to hate it, then why do you bother going to see films?